Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the video for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My name is Ventus. In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the Costa del Sol quest, the Saga of the Seaside Inn, where you eventually have to steal the crown of the Tonberry King. Now, really quickly, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Square Enix, for providing me with a free copy of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Alright, this quest, Saga of the Seaside Inn, starts off like normal. You have to help Johnny and all of his clones. The first part of the quest, where you have to do more than talk to Johnny, requires you to head to the zip lines all around the area near Costa del Sol Resort to collect materials. This is easily done by looking at your map and searching for each zip line marked. Here are all of their locations on the map. Next, after you hand in the materials, you have to head to the factory ruins and make a boiler valve. You get the crafting plans for the boiler valve in the factory once you visit for the first time as an area of interest by using your chocobo to locate the transmuter chips buried there. Once you get the crafting plans for the boiler valve, you need 2 iron ore, 2 zinc ore, and 2 amethyst. These are items found in the area by picking them up off the ground. The next thing you have to do after that, and what you're probably stuck on is because what I was stuck on, is to find the Tonberry King and steal his crown. Listen, you can't complete this part of the quest until you go to the Gold Saucer and do an entire adventure there. There is no way to sneak around to get to where the Tonberry King is right now. To get to the Tonberry King, you need to be able to cross the water that's in front of Johnny, and you just can't yet. So go up the mountain and do everything there is to do. Once it's all over and you finally get back to Costa del Sol, you'll have the means to get to the Tonberry King, the Tiny Bronco. But wait, there is more. The Tonberry King is not going to be a super easy fight. I suggest keeping an eye out for an item called the Safety Bit. It's an accessory that prevents instant death, and you have an opportunity to collect it shortly when you are in control of Yuffie going through the mines. Here is the exact location if you have not got it yet. And if you already passed this area, you can go back anytime you like and collect the Safety Bit. Okay, so once you have the Tiny Bronco and you're back to the world map traveling freely, you must first discover the Rockspout Life Spring area of interest. Only then will Chadley tell you where to find the Tonberry King, because it's a classified intel. The location will be marked on the map for you. Now, when you fight the Tonberry King, there is a specific mechanic to get the crown from him. You have to pressure him first, and then he drops his crown, and only then can you steal it. To pressure him, inflict damage on him when his attacks miss. You can also do it the hard way and just attack him with very strong magic. I've done this fight over and over to make this video, and I found that max level materia seems to work well. Not amazing, but it works. Using Blizzaga and Fireaga from a distance keeps you safe from his most devastating attacks. Now, the Tonberry King is tough. He is capable of taking your characters out of combat instantly. Bone Deep Grudge will freeze one of your party members for a time and allow Tonberry King to instantly kill them. He has to be within melee range of your character to use that skill, though. Well-Honed Knife is another instant kill, and Tonberry King has to be close to your character to use it. Another skill that he has is Call for Friends. He uses this to summon smaller Tonberries to the field, and they also have an instant kill attack called Chef's Knife. Again, your character needs to be right beside them for the attack to work. So as soon as you see this skill announced, start dodging away until you can locate the little Tonberry that spawned and use a level 2 spell on it, Fire, Blizzara, or Thundara. Hopping Mad is an attack where Tonberry calls down pots and pans for about 10 to 15 seconds. These don't instantly kill you, but they will stun you long enough so that if you are close to Tonberry King or the little Tonberry, they can instant kill you. It's best to just dodge continuously around the arena until the attack is over. Royal Treatment casts slow on your entire party, and it's usually how he starts the fight. And then there's Doom and Gloom. It's a ranged attack that causes instant death, but it's super slow. And then he has one called Rancor. This is a ranged attack that just stuns your character. Okay, so most of these attacks can obviously be avoided by keeping your distance from Tonberry King. That's why, as a party, I suggest using your ranged attackers, Barret and Yuffie. After he uses Bone Deep Grudge, you can get a few melee attacks off on him by sipping in with either Cloud or Yuffie, or using a synergy skill that spams attacks at him. Bone Deep Grudge in particular has a very slow startup, so if you are within melee range with your controlled character, you can easily dodge out of the way of Bone Deep Grudge. This will pressure him into dropping the crown if you attack him after dodging. Just to be on the safe side though, keep your distance from him. Hit him with magic far away from his melee range. When you see one of his ranged attacks, be ready to dodge them because they are slow moving, and don't worry about your AI controlled teammates. Unless you tell them to do something right before one of his ranged spells is cast, they will dodge it. Trust me. I tried to get hit with his attacks on purpose with them, and I found out they will get out of the way every single time unless you have them like casting a spell, or you switch to one of them and make them stand still. If you keep attacking him enough, he will get pressured, though it will be slower. I tried this method a few times, just trying to pressure him through regular attacks and not dodging out of the way of his attacks and then attacking him. He was always pressured right before he was out of HP. Using Firaga seems to knock him up and leave him helpless for a few moments, so you can hit him with a lot of melee attacks. He is so slow that Blizzaga works perfectly on him. He seems very weak, oddly so, to synergy abilities, even when not staggered, so don't use them until after you have the crown, or you might accidentally kill him. If he drops the crown and you don't steal it in time, he teleports back to the middle of the arena and you have to pressure him all over again. Sleep works on Tonberry King as well as silence and slow. When it comes to other materia to bring, use steal for sure because you need to use that on the crown when he's pressured. Max level elemental attack materia seems like a really good choice too, along with time materia, first strike, and ATB stagger. When it comes to equipment, this is how you really win this fight. If you have the safety bit accessory, use that on Cloud if you plan to get close to Tonberry King to pressure him by dodging his attacks. The safety bit grants immunity to instant death, stone, and petrify. Also, revival earrings are super useful. When you defeat this Tonberry King, you also get his robes, which is an item needed to craft the karmic cowl, another item that makes you immune to instant death. This item is really useful if you decide to fight the Tonberry King again, and I suggest doing so a few times because he does give really good EXP. During the making of this video, my characters raised a few levels as well as my materia, and I only fought him probably 6 or 7 times now just to learn his attack patterns to make this video. So, final notes to defeat him: use accessories that prevent instant death. Keep your distance from him by using ranged characters, and spam Cloud's ranged attack often to get his ATB gauge up. Tonberry King can be pressured by dodging his attacks or more slowly by powerful magic attacks from a distance. Use steal on his crown immediately once it's dropped. I have steal on 2 characters, so at least one of them has an ATB charge and a good chance to steal the crown. Sleep works on him, so a good combo is to get ATB charge with a character that has powerful magic, then sleep him with another character, and then blast him with a level 3 spell. When he uses Call for Friends, locate and kill the small Tonberry immediately. Alright, that's going to be it for this video guide. If it was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, I'd really appreciate your like on the video and a sub to the channel. For more, please head to my channel and check out my playlist for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.